Okay, we're heading back to our space together. And if you stay in your desk chair, that's great. If you're staying in your desk chair, I'll ask that you'll try to get really great posture. So we'll push our backs all the way up against the chair, feeling very supported and long in our spines. And if possible, if you can take your socks and shoes off and just let your feet rest on the floor, it'll be our way to ground while we're seated on a chair. If you'd enjoy more coming to the floor or perhaps a wall for support, that's always my choice. I've been practicing in the middle of the floor lately in order to try to build up the muscles along my spine so I can sit for longer meditations without relying on a chair or a couch or a wall. There's no right way to do it. Most importantly is that you're comfortable. As you find your way to a spot where hopefully you can be or become distraction free, we're just going to come to our breath. We're moving a little bit in the beginning so that you don't feel antsy and you get yourself situated. If you're practicing meditation on a regular basis or even just with me every Wednesday, try to set yourself up in the same space. This will help you cultivate a strong practice and create a habit. It'll be your spot that you want to go to chill. So once you've gotten a little feathered in your nest and you feel really snuggly in the seat that you've chosen today, let's take a big open wide stretch, like you have these huge wings and you need to fan them out. I always envision those big black birds, they're buzzards near me, that just spread their wings on top of chimneys and makes me feel so happy and free to do that like that. So just lift and open. Let your left arm fall to the floor and bring your right hand, to the back of your skull. Just gonna push back a little bit. Left fingers reaching as far towards the floor as possible. And as we push our skulls back here, we're opening a bit into our chest and shoulders. Take another big breath in and switch arms. Spread wide again. Right fingers fall, reaching towards the floor. Left hand to back of skull. Really cradle your skull here. Push your head back into your hand. Feel that? A little opening in your shoulder and your chest, I hope. Maybe reaching further away with the right fingers. Take a big breath in. Let the arms come wide and soften them down. They might feel a little tired from all that opening, so give them a roll. Maybe give them a shimmy or a jiggle. Let them fall heavy. Hands will rest somewhere that accommodates heavy shoulders and soft elbows. If you're feeling extra stimulated this morning, I encourage you to turn your palms down. Will help you find that sense of grounding. And if the opposite's true, you're needing energy, you're feeling quite sluggish, turn your palms up to really pull in some good energy from today's practice. Before we dig in, let's take our eyes to the right side. Big breath in. Exhale, eyes to the left side. Twice more, and on these exhalations, I encourage you to try opening your mouth and really letting a heavy sigh go. Releasing anything that's not serving us. Inhale, eyes to the right. Exhale, eyes to the left. Coming back into the center. Chin tucks a bit towards your chest, and we guide it back a bit. So it feels like a little double chin, but we've really aligned the back body. Spine is long, feeling really alive and energized, but not stiff or rigid. And to really close down the outside world, I invite you to slip your eyes closed with me, or tiny little slits so you can see through your eyelashes, but it's fuzzy and blurry. I take my eyes down to the floor, so there's nothing there that will distract me from coming within. Join me for your meditation practice today. Let's try to find breathing that feels as if we're opening our body in 360 degrees. As we do, we might notice some connection with movements, expanding into our rib cage, perhaps our upper chest, or even down low into our stomach and hips. Feeling a settling sensation, a deepening through our back sides, our feet or ankles into the floor, our shoulders down from our earlobes. And as we breathe, let's broaden our awareness as much as we are our breath. Saturating our body with these beautiful breaths, just as the sea is saturated with salt. Every little bit of our body soaking up our breath. Notice your body from the inside out. Maybe your next breath in, you feel the power of that breath from the inside expanding you. Notice the surface of your body. Feeling clothing against your skin. Temperatures. Maybe there's hair touching skin. Bringing in, as we breathe and practice presence, a feeling of fluidity. There's no obstacles that our breath is encountering. We're smoothing out our edges. We're breaking up tension or stuck areas so everything can float through. Bringing in a calm sense of awareness. This is what we hope to achieve from our practice. But remember that we use the word practice because every day is different. Whether you're brand new or a very experienced practitioner of meditation, some days are tough. Mind is extra active, body maybe extra fidgety. Okay. We are just the casual observer to all of these things. And we have to treat our practice as we would a small child that we absolutely adore. We just gently guide it back from our distractions, our discomforts, right back into our bodies and our breaths. Let's bring to mind the image of an hourglass. Now envision that hourglass was just turned upside down. See that sand emptying from the top to the bottom. I love to see that visual. I almost feel like I could hear those little grains of sand landing. The sifting sound as it comes through the very center. Let's take an inhale together through our nostrils. And as you exhale, let heaviness, like of the sand, empty from your head, your neck, and your shoulders. Continue seeing that sand. Maybe you had to flip your hourglass again, but the heaviness, the sand starts to drain. Head, neck, and shoulders beginning to release. Inhale again through both nostrils. See and feel that breath. Stay present with it. As you exhale, feel the weight draining from your shoulders down your body to your pelvis. Inhale, expanding. Feel your stomach, your ribs, your back body moving. Exhale, allowing that weight to drain down into your legs and feet. Still seeing that sand landing, releasing. And then notice, is your inhalation a little lighter? There's all that room now in the top of the hourglass, really filling up. Allow your body to completely ground as you exhale. I personally love the hourglass because I'm a huge fan of the beach. So I feel myself settling into that sand and it's nice and warm on a sunny beach day. Stay anchored this way as your breath continuously flows in and out of your body. It can be really helpful as we breathe to use some mantras to keep us focused and present. Now you're welcome to substitute to any other mantra or use any other words, but I'll give you one of my favorites. Let's breathe in together and remind ourselves, be grateful for the fact, I am alive. Breathe that in. I am alive. And as you breathe out, I feel grateful. Breathing in, I feel alive. Breathing out, I am grateful. Inhaling, alive. Exhaling, grateful. Settling into the bowl of your hips. Reconnecting, visualizing, feeling the length of your spine. Take notice, my friends, of your state, your mood, your emotions, how you're feeling. There's never going to be a wrong answer. Come as you are. We hope to shift or flip the script in our practice if we're feeling quite crummy as we enter. Hopefully we feel a little less crummy by the end. So we're just here to take notice of what's going on. Are you feeling happy or sad? Busy or calm? Safe or frightened? Sleepy or awake? Are you feeling quite bright or rather dim? Just here to see and use our breath to see if we can enhance what we're feeling, shift it to a better perspective, a better state of being, a better mood, a better feeling or sensation. Find comfort. Settle in as you arrive in this present moment. All sensations, all feelings and emotions are welcome and valid. We really want to encourage even the perceived negative things to arise, because if we stuff them down, we will implode or explode eventually. It is bound to happen. So we just have to help them feel comfortable enough to rise, to experience the emotions. Maybe they need to settle back within. Or if it's something that feels quite turbulent, it's really bothering you, perhaps you take this time to let it begin to shed layers, dissipate a little, or fade completely away. As we become more alert and awake by using our breath focus, are you able to brighten your energy? Possibly lifting a bit in your sternum, the middle of your chest. Maybe you place your hands on your ribs, your stomach, or the front and back of your body. See if you can find some movement under your hands. Let's attempt to deepen our breaths together. Move into your hands. Find a bit of lightness moving into your body. And a beautiful mantra I've been practicing recently is soft belly. Do you ever notice that you're gripping in your stomach? This might be a reason why you feel like your breath is really focused high. It's not reaching down to your belly, or you can't notice the connection of that deep breath. So try to let go. Let go of anything that you're struggling with, you're holding on to, you're gripping into in your torso. And as you breathe in, you're welcome to say it out loud or just say it in your mind, soft. As you breathe out, say, see, or feel the word belly. I know sometimes words can make people feel funny, so if the word belly is weird in our adult age, use the word stomach or the word core, whatever word really makes you feel comfortable and confident. I'll just keep using belly because that one works for me. Let's breathe in again, soft. Release your grip. Belly as you release. Inhaling soft. Exhaling belly. Soft. Belly. Continue with that practice. Are you able to notice more movement, less restriction down in your core? Can we find the very beginning of our in-breaths? The full length of it. Follow your full breath. And the very end of that breath, where you slip into that moment of perfect stillness before your exhalation falls away. Aware, breath focused, pointing our attention in a very useful direction. And using this focus to help us feel more calm and settled. Resettling in your shoulders. Opening in your heart space. Allow a glow from within to start coming out. Heart space is shining forward. Continuing our conscious breathing, long and slow. Whether you're using your soft belly mantra or the alive, grateful practice. Becoming more still with an attitude of tender, loving kindness. Notice the changing signs of lightness in your body. And as we become more present and focused, if we get uncomfy, make a change. Shift your body around so you feel very settled and calm. We don't want to try to fight through discomfort. Let's call to mind someone that we feel naturally friendly towards. Call them to mind. Call them to heart with an image or perhaps just a feeling. And reflect on all that you share with this individual. You are both breathing. And although you may look and act differently, and the details of your lives may be very different, we stay grounded in our awareness, but we expand it just a bit to include this individual that we feel naturally friendly towards. Can you envision the two of you quietly breathing together, gently reflecting on everything that you share with this individual? Although there may be superficial differences, you are both so alike. You will both have pleasant experiences and unpleasant situations. You are both loving and long to be loved. Let's imaginatively dissolve any sense of separation between the two of you. Saturate each breath with kindness and tenderness towards yourself. Feel a warm connection to whatever is happening to you and within you, and a bright, open awareness encompassing this individual as well. Allowing thoughts and emotions to come and go. We won't block anything or try to fight it. Allow your brain to be as it is, no judgment. Enjoy this moment, this sense of calm and humanity. And then send all those tender, loving thoughts, all your compassion, your contentment, and the fulfillment you can find within to your friend. Imagine bathing them in the qualities that you just brought to yourself. Let's continue to broaden our awareness even further, expanding, radiating outwards, including others that are nearby, and even those folks that you've never met. Whenever I practice this meditation, I always envision myself in a park, a really beautiful green park with comfy benches. And then I just imagine all these people around that I really want to spread some goodness to. Bring these folks to life in your imagination. Maybe there's pets there too. See how alike all of these beings are in their humanity. Everyone has hopes, dreams, fears, regrets. Feel a sense of commonality with all others. Can we use our own self-awareness as a touchstone for empathy towards humanity? Instead of feeling isolated, even if we're still home, working from home, staying safe during pandemic, instead of feeling isolated at any given time, can we empathize with humans as we realize how alike we are all deep within? Focusing on all of our commonality instead of our differences. Breathing in compassion and out compassion. Bring it to yourself and then send it to all of those that you've encompassed in your awareness. Breathing in kindness and empathy. Take it deep into yourselves. Send some out, kindness and empathy. Interest and connection with humanity. Wishing well to all. Flowing equally without preference or bias to those that we know we like and love already, and those that we don't. It's okay, we're allowed to feel that way. People we know, people we don't know. We have no bias. We just spread all these good intentions to all beings. People who are awake and those who are asleep. And sure, we can mean that literally, but also figuratively. Maybe they're asleep because they haven't awakened to what your beliefs are. People that are nearby, physically close, and people that are very far away. Those who are living in peaceful conditions and those who are amongst turmoil. We are all humans. We are all living beings, if you've included some pets or animals in your field of awareness. We are all so similar. None of us wants to suffer. We all want to choose happiness. We are all breathing blessedly, thankfully, something we can all take a moment to be really grateful for today. So let's rest back as we finish with a broad and open field of awareness, remaining centered and grounded with our own experience while being able to extend that goodness to all creatures. Resting inside these moments and sensations in our bodies, but also expand. Let's keep coming back to observing our body sensations throughout the day, to increase our awareness, to enable us to broaden it. Using our mantras, I feel alive, I am alive. I feel grateful, I am grateful as I breathe. Finding that connection with breath as many times today, even if it's just one breath at a time, to help us recenter back to this moment here and now. Thank you for joining me today for your visualization meditation. My light honors your light. I hope you feel graceful and easy as you travel through your day. Namaste.